Hey Aquarius, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do your weekly reading for March 23rd through the 30th. Okay, so we're going to start. I'm going to pull a couple of oracle cards, but we're not going to actually turn these over until the end of the reading because this is what your intuition is telling you. And these two cards are for you this week. All right, so only you, not the person that you're watching the video for. This is about your intuition. All right. So you are going to be on the top, and the person you're watching the video for will be on the bottom. In a general reading, it can be reversed, okay? All right, so in this deck, with the court cards, there's a little bit of a difference in these cards. So the pages will be the princess, the knights will be the prince, the queens will be the queens, and the kings in this deck are actually the knight. That usually seems to be the most confusing one for people. Okay, and then this deck is for the person that you're watching the video for. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do, I'm going to turn over all of your cards, which I don't normally do, but we're going to get a theme for you for the week using some numerology. Okay, so we have the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Cups. Adding those two up, we get 19. Then we have the 3 of Wands, which add up to 22. And then we have the Knight of Swords, which is actually the King of Swords, which has the value of 1. So total here we have 23, which breaks down to a 5. So Aquarius, there is some change. You have a theme of change this week, or it might be some chaos this week. All right. Let's do your person down here as well. All right, so we have 8 of Wands. We have the Moon. Card of Pisces. We have the King of Cups. And then we have the Death card. So we have Pisces and we have Scorpio down here. So you might be dealing with a water sign. All right, so let's do the same thing. What's the theme for this person? We have 8 plus 18, which is 26. 26 plus 1, which is the value of the king. So that's 27. And then 27 and 13 would be 40. Yep, that's right. So that broken down is a 4. So this, whatever this person is doing this week, okay, it's because of realistic thinking. And what's interesting about that is that, you know, we do have a lot of emotion down here, but we also have the card of the Death card, which is about transformation or possibly an ending. I don't feel ending here because of the cards that it's sitting next to. All right, so let's take a look at your cards first. 9 of Swords and 10 of Cups. So interesting combination. Nine of Swords, you know, this is my least favorite card. Why? Because it's based all in our thoughts. It's not based in reality, or it's not factual. So it's the stories that we tell ourselves when we're alone, okay? And when we're alone, we have a tendency to make things worse than it really is. And we have a theme this week for you for there to be change. So, you know, if anything, it's if you find yourself doing that, if you find yourself talking to yourself in a negative way or telling yourself the same story that isn't good, stop doing that. Change the fact that you do that. Instead of spending your time alone thinking negatively, think positively about what it is you want versus what it is you don't want. This is all about thinking about what you don't want. And when you spend your time thinking about things you don't want, that's the same thing. That's like drawing it your way. That's pulling things you don't want to you. So you don't want to do that. You want to stop doing that. And then we have the 10 of Cups sitting right next to it. So, you know, and this is going to sound, you know, a little odd, but some people derive a lot of pleasure from thinking worst case scenarios. You know, that could actually be somewhat emotionally fulfilling to you. I don't know why. I don't know why it would be, but people do that. 3 of Wands, you're in the energy of waiting. So you might know what your intentions are, or you might even know this person's intentions. But you're waiting for something here. And then we have the Knight of Swords or the King of Swords in this deck. So you know, this could be that you're taking a prudent type of stance, that your high standards are acting as almost like a protection for you. It's like you might be okay waiting for 10 of Cups, you know, complete emotional fulfillment. There's something about that. It's like you're okay waiting because you're waiting for somebody to meet your high standards. And that's almost acting like an excuse not to do something yourself, not to do something about this yourself. I'm curious about what that 9 of Swords is for you. This person down here, 8 of Wands, you guys could be at a distance from each other, but this is about communication. This person, I feel like, with this moon energy, I feel like they're a little bit in the dark. And if they're communicating with you, it's about trying to get some clarity or some information. Like they're interested enough in you to want to get clarity about what you're thinking, or maybe about what your expectations are. But this person definitely has some either secret feelings or hidden feelings or unspoken love towards you. That's what motivates this person to want to reach out to you. And then we have this Death card. It's like this person feels that there's a need for this situation, and this might be a stalemate type of situation that's going on between the two of you. This person feels a need to have things change. right? That's your theme. Change. There's the air of change here for you. And remember, this person's theme is about being realistic. So realistic transformation. This is realistic. Is it realistic for you though? Do you want this? Is this person somebody that meets your standards? All right, so I want to see what that Nine of Swords is for you. I want to see what Ten of Cups is. And I want to see where these high expectations are coming from for you. And then down here for this person, I want to see what this person wants clarity on. And then let's see what needs to change here. All right, so Nine of Swords. Knight of Cups. Okay, so remember, this is the King of Cups in this deck. Okay, we have King of Cups here, we have King of Cups here. So what you're talking to yourself about, or what you're talking to yourself negatively about, is this King of Swords possibly not being clear with you or not speaking their feelings to you. Because remember, King of Cups is about unspoken love. You could also be beating yourself up about not having spoken love yourself or spoken your feelings yourself to this person. You both have that energy of not speaking how you feel. What is this Moon for this person? Seven of Swords. Okay, so they could be very easily lying about their feelings, or they could be spending a lot of time alone, trying to gain clarity about both of you. This is a situation where both of you feel it, but neither one of you have said it. All right, so Ten of Cups for you. Okay. So Ten of Cups, complete emotional fulfillment. Seven of Cups, it's like, yeah, you might have a lot of choices. I don't think that's what this is about. I think that, there's an element of fantasy and illusion here for you where it's like, does this really exist, or is this all in my head? That's what Seven of Cups means in this reading for you. All right, so moving down the line here, King of Swords, high standards, Six of Wands. Okay, so nothing but complete victory is going to be good enough. Nothing but this person basically coming to you and expressing their feelings. That's what I feel like your expectation is within this situation. All right, so Death card for this person clarified by King of Pentacles. So, interesting. So what needs to change here is this person down here. It feels like this is the person that needs to be generous with their communication, with their unspoken love. It does feel, and it doesn't always come out like this, it does feel like the ball is in this person's court for some reason, even though, I'm getting that you both feel this, but neither one of you have said anything. Let's clarify the Eight of Wands here. What's this communication about from this person? The Star. It's about you, Aquarius. You could be their heart's desire. I mean, and that's what this all feels like. It feels like you have a mutual heart's desire going on here. Let's see what your expectation is, what you're waiting for. One more. Six of Swords. Peaceful resolution. All right. Let's see what your intuition is saying to you. All right, so we have stress reduction. De-stress your mind, body, and schedule as you need to rest, recharge, and revive. So this is really speaking to this Nine of Swords energy. Stress reduction. This only brings you stress. Negative thoughts only bring you stress. And what you're stressing about is this person, this connection, this unspoken thing that's happening between the two of you. Look at assessing. That's what you're doing. So your intuition is telling you, stop the monkey mind. Stop continuing to assess this situation. You already know, your intuition already knows what is happening here. Your intuition is saying, let this go. Not the connection, but the stress that you're attaching to it. Let's get one more clarifier for the King of Cups. Look at that. I wasn't even going to pull a card for that. But it feels obviously like this is something that you need to hear. What's unspoken? There is a mutual connection here. Who's the mutual connection with? You. For those of you that are looking for confirmation that this is mutual, that this is happening, even though you can't necessarily see it, this is it. All right, Aquarius, that is what I have for you. This feels like a newer connection. I feel like I'm tapping into a different energy for Aquarius this week. All right, that is what I have for you. All right, so I will be doing topical readings on Friday. As my little injury continues to improve. So, all right. Thank you so much. Have a lovely week, and I will talk to you later in the week. All right, bye.